Have a certain kind of loneliness that isn't a typical loneliness. It's a really deep built-in loneliness from so young. It's the only child loneliness. It's uncomfortable. I had a coworker ask me once, am I awkward because I'm the only child? And I had to look him in the eye and say, like, well, I am an only child. But I'm not, you asshole. I'm really not. It's so fucked up, that kind of only child syndrome. You watch everyone else around you just hate their siblings, unappreciate their siblings, and they don't realize what they have. It's that deep loneliness. It's the unrepresented person that doesn't exist. You create this idea in your head. It's like a perfect representation of a playmate. Someone who could really exist. Maybe they once did exist. But still that only child syndrome is something really unique. Certain connotations to that kind of loneliness is, like, you don't know how to be social, you don't know how to play with others. You're spoiled. It's the misconceptions of that kind of loneliness. People put so many negative ideas to it, but really it's the most negative upon me because I'm trying to counterbalance it with this idea of a person actually existing. And I see the loneliness in other people's faces, other family members. It's tangible. It's like the loneliness is a whole person. It's incredible. And something that you can never. Some people can be like, well, I was lonely at a point in my life, and then I met someone. This kind of loneliness is so deeply embedded, raised at a kind of young age, never to be overcome kind of loneliness. It's something you have to just establish, you have to live with. There's no choice in it. There's no, I can power through it. It's just, here I am. This is what was set before me. I'm just stuck with this representation of myself. It's a different kind of loneliness. Closest thing I have is this good friends. Like, I'm an incredibly sociable person. It doesn't bother me. Most of the time I don't feel lonely. But it's always a surrogate. Doesn't actually make what you need. I have cousins who try to morph them. My mother once told me when I was a kid, like, they're the closest thing you're going to have to siblings. Make them your siblings. It's close in terms of childhood, but when you get to a certain age, it's that incompatibility. It's knowing it's not really there. And again, I could have built that for myself. Maybe I could have tried harder. But it's a loneliness so well established, so well known, that you just continue to live with it. And others understand you for what it is. I'm not sure if that part makes sense. Others understand you. They don't really understand. They don't know what it is to be an only. Just infinitely only. Good.